With the daytime highs in Lloydminster inching above zero recently, snow is slowly starting to melt. But as part of a training exercise, Lloydminster's incident management team is testing their response in the event of an emergency situation.
At approximately 8:55 on Tuesday, March 29, it was reported that Lloydminster began experiencing overland flooding.
In this fictional scenario, Lloydminster saw heavy snow throughout the winter, followed by a very warm spring, with days of rain leading to heavy flooding all over the city.
Encouraging any residents who cannot safely occupy their homes to head for that shelter, traveling safely through trying to avoid the flooded areas, of course.
While the situation is fake, it gives city staff real-world learning opportunities.
We do training on an annual basis, but just putting that training into some hands-on perspective, getting some, kind of exercises in so that everybody's comfortable when we are called upon, if we need to enact it.
Lloydminster's manager of emergency management, Andrew DeGrucci, worked for Cold Lake's Fire Service before joining the city in September. He says this is the first exercise like this for the city since COVID.
For me, I'm still kind of building relations with internal staff as well and understanding what is our capacity with internal staff. So bringing this all together after we've done some training over the last 8 months since I've been onboarded is really good to see it all kind of come together.
On day one of the exercise, regional partners took the lead while city staff were under the microscope on day two. The teams worked out of the operations center instead of the RCMP building, and even before the exercise ended, important lessons were already learned.
Just understanding better of how we want to organize the room, how we want to display items on the wall, what it is that's going to be really useful to us for specific hazards is one of them. But a lot of it is just understanding what our staff strengths are. When we go through those planning P meetings, who's going to be best suited to provide what role for the city has been a good learning component for us.
Teams worked to organize command structures and coordinate resources with the goal of working collaboratively to find gaps in possible response in the event of a real-life emergency.
We've reached out to a few regional partners. There's some industrial, some neighboring municipalities of just how would we coordinate and collaborate on a response if any emergency impacted the city. And not even doing discussions on that, but if we're facilitating an exercise for it, let's put that to the test as well.
The city will continue to reflect on this exercise as they look ahead to more training planned for later this spring. For Primetime Local News, I'm Jace Mackey.